All right, let's look at cancer. Cancer does not exist as a thing out there in the environment. Cancer is not something that attacks the body. So we're taught to look at cancer as the symptom of cancer, and that is not correct. Cancer is secondary to an immune system deficiency or imbalance. When we start life, it's two cells that become one. An egg and a sperm come together to make one cell. That one cell goes through mitosis. Two cells become four, 8, and it goes on and on. Then we get two stages of embryonic development: blastula, morula, and all the cells are the same. And then we have the miracle of nature called differentiation. Some cells become heart, some become bone, skin, and then you have a body. Cancer is nothing more than nature's inability to differentiate. We know that the less differentiated a tumor is, the more aggressive or malignant it's assigned. So when the body goes to destroy old bone cells to lay down new ones, and there's something wrong with the immune system, then those cells become a bone tumor. If we want to cure cancer, we have to learn to get the bodies healthy so they learn how to differentiate again. It's not more complicated than that. But on this planet, we spend between $1 and $3 trillion a year looking for the other ways. So let's look at, very briefly, some of the factors that have created immune suppression. Not cancer, immune suppression. Vaccinations, diet, and unfortunately, the number one factor, genetics. I am not against vaccinations, but I am against the way we've accepted that they be done in this profession. University studies adverse immunological effects of vaccines. Duration of vaccination immunity done at the School of Veterinary Medicine. Minimum duration of immunity, canine distemper, 7 to 15 years. When was your last polio shot? How about chickenpox or measles? In the United States, we still vaccinate dogs and cats up to every year for all their diseases at the same time. Time since last vaccination, immune system response. 13 months after a vaccine, that's the level of immunity. 6 years later, it's higher. And then the other insanity is vaccination dose with respect body mass. In the United States, the USDA has told us that the vaccine is up to 10 times the potency needed for the Great Dane. The same dose is given to a Chihuahua. Adjuvants are the things that make the vaccination penetrate more into the body. Mercury or thimerosal. Aluminum. This is a UC Davis study that links thimerosal with immune system dysfunction. The vaccine-induced fibrosarcoma of cats has killed millions of cats in the United States. It is 100% proven that the adjuvant causes this tumor. The medical recommendation is vaccinate cats in the lower left and right legs for rabies and leukemia. The new recommendation is buy vaccines without adjuvants. So please do this. And then Financially, we could make more money by doing tighter testing. Who created the pet food industry? That's the #1 selling food in the history of the world. It was created by Ralston Purina. Ralston makes cereal, some of the biggest selling foods in the United States. #1 ingredient, corn gluten meal, whole wheat flour. Do dogs in nature eat at bakeries? Whole grain corn, whole grain wheat, everyone. That is the dental structure of a canine. Show me one tooth flat for eating or grinding grain and cereal. That is Mike, the mascot for Louisiana State University. They invited me to speak. I took this picture. That's Mike's feeding time. That's Mike's freezer. That's the freezer in my clinic. Don't they look very similar? That's our new freezer with my new line of raw diet. This is Greg Ogilvy. He was the head of oncology and internal medicine at Colorado State University for 10 years. He proved scientifically that the byproducts of grain metabolism in the dog's body, glucose and lactate, supply the growth to cancer cells.